Hey, what is up, everybody? Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios. We are on day 40 of the 40 Servants Introduction Ritual, and today we are going to meet the Protestor. But first, let's talk about the signs from the Protector. So like I had said yesterday, I really do feel somewhat protected given the whole flow of this year and how it's not really impacted me greatly. Ironically enough, turns out my grandmother, who's in a nursing home, actually has come down with COVID. She's been moved to the COVID wing. So hopefully that energy will play out with her. She's asymptomatic so far, so that's good. She's 92, 93 years old. So she's definitely susceptible if it does get more serious. We just have to see what plays out with that. And other terms of the Protector, like just understanding that largely the philosophy that I've cultivated over the past couple of years has somewhat solidified internally, and I can feel a little bit more confident in the choices that I make and how I show up to life. And that's really reassuring, right? To have a philosophical foundation upon which to build everything and to not be so goddamn pessimistic and nihilistic that there's no hope or reason to push on. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And with that said, we will do the introduction ritual for the Protestor. Hey, I did want to hop back in real quick before we do the introduction ritual for the Protestor because I actually went to change out the candles. I let them burn the whole time. And these ones were actually, you can't see the wick because of the light, but these ones actually went out like before they were done burning, both of them. And I don't blow them out. So that's kind of interesting, right? The Protector like put out the candles. I just thought that was weird. And with that said, we're going to get into the introduction ritual for the Protestor. I call on you, great servant, the saint, to come to me so I may know you. I am Ross Cessna, the master and ruler of this domain. I call you here so that you can introduce me to the servant, the Protestor, who is known for always standing her ground and being heard. O great servant, the saint, bring the Protestor forth so that I may recognize her, and in return she will recognize me as her friend and master. Ever obey me, great servant, the Protestor, and ever please me. In return, I will offer you acknowledgement and sustenance so that your energy, potency, and fame increase. Give me a sign that you have heard my call and have come forth to welcome me as your master and friend. I make these offerings as a thanks to both of you. And for the incense, I picked imagination and courage, because I think that protesting, you have to have imagination to picture a better world and then courage to act upon it. Lit the Palo Santo, obviously. I'm going to pour the tea, and then with that out of the way, we will meet the Protestor. Okay, now with Renji's help, she had to jump up here, we are going to introduce ourselves to the Protestor. This servant shows us how to fight against injustice. She encourages us to speak our minds, push for what we think is right, and never back down. Her mantra is, I will be heard, and her keywords are protest, bellicose, challenge, demonstration, dissent, objection, outcry, revolt, anger, shouting, grievance, gripe, howl, rally, insist, resist. And the Protestor's prayer is, O great servant, the Protestor, who always stands her ground and is heard, lend me your vicious and powerful voice so that I too can be heard and listened to. May nothing stand in my way. And in terms of how this shows up, obviously this year there's been a lot of that energy for both good causes and then really foolish ones as well. So that's obviously been a thing in my personal life. I've had to make a lot of decisions about like big changes to my life this year for my own happiness, and there's been some inner protest about some of it because I had gotten so comfortable with a certain way of living that doing anything differently has been hard to adjust to, but I'm getting there, right? I'm slowly getting there. And I think that's generally the gist of it, right? I don't really have much else to say. I'm curious to see how else this might pop up in my life in the next 24 hours. And with that said, we are on day 41 tomorrow. We're going to be introduced to the road opener. I'm always looking forward to that one. I have a road opening incense I really like, and I really love the concept of that card as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And with that said, I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, thanks again for checking out my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe by hitting the phoenix down below and check out more of my videos over there.